It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, and I kind of wanted to update everyone on what's been going on with the channel, what's been going on with me. This is kind of a Cobra life channel update video to get everyone up to speed on what's been going on, what's changing, and what things will look like going forward. I have a lot of things to cover, so I'm going to try to do it in a chronological order that makes sense. And as you can see, there's a few props laid out here which kind of tie into the whole video. And I'll get to these later on in the video, but I'm going to start out with pretty much an update with the Cobra, then move on to why there's been a lack of uploads lately, and it'll go from there, and I'll explain everything throughout the video. Okay, so Cobra update. I'm sure there's people out there that are thinking, well, there hasn't been an upload since he put the Cobra up for the winter. It's logical to assume that there was someone probably nagging at me all summer long that wanted to buy the Cobra, just kept going at me over and over and over again, and then eventually I caved in and actually sold it. So do I still actually have the Cobra, or did I sell it? There is an update for that. Those of you that have a keen eye and have been watching the channel for a while will recognize that's the video from when the Cobra was delivered. I just, through the magic of editing, did reverse of the video so it looked like it was getting loaded into a truck. But no, I did not sell the Cobra. I still have it. The Cobra hasn't moved since I did that last video on the last drive. It's been sitting in the garage and it's been there since then, and that's, you know, as it remains. I have no plans or anything like that of wanting to get rid of or selling the Cobra at this point. So as far as the Cobra updates go, what's going forward with the car, little side note, this kind of goes off track a little bit but ties back into it. These are hood vents from Veno Prototyping. A lot of you may know Chris Tress. He's been promoting these hood vents for quite a while, and I have a set of those on my car. I was one of the first people to, you know, jump on board and get some of these 3D printed vents that he came out with. I messaged Chris a little while ago, actually a few months ago at this point, and told him that the hood vent, I believe it was my driver's side, when I installed them, it's completely my fault. It's not a fault of the product. I torqued one of the screws that hold the vent on too tight and it stripped. So the vent moves around inside the opening on the hood. I messaged him and said, hey Chris, how much will it cost, and can I get just one vent instead of getting rebuying both? I just needed one. And he was kind enough to send me an entire set for free. He said, you were a good first person to jump on when I started these products, and he said it's the product that failed, it wasn't you. And I said, no, it's not me, I over tightened it, it was my fault. But either way, he sent me one of the new updated hood vents. He did send some Vibratite. It's not Loctite, it's Vibratite, which ties in with this stuff here. I'll get to this stuff a little bit later. So I'll be putting those on the car. As far as other stuff that I'm doing to the car, I did get in contact with Cobra Dan just a few weeks ago. The car is scheduled to go back down to him in the springtime. He booked me for late April, early May is what it's looking like right now. Beginning to brought down because I do have a coolant leak that I wanted to have taken care of. There is one thing that I'm going to try to fix that leak on my own when I do the oil change on it in the spring. And if I can't, if that suggestion that he gave to me doesn't work, then I'm going to take it down to him, and he said he'll be able to take care of it. While it's down there, I'm also going to have him put the cats on, powder coat the cam covers, and powder coat the crossover tube for the coolant. Those are two eyesores on the car that I didn't really like since I've had it, especially the coolant crossover. The valve covers or the cam covers, however you want to call them, have been in pretty good shape since I got it. and they're not all beat up or anything, but I want a different color to kind of flow with the look of the car. I'm still really stuck between doing black to match the Whipple or going blue to match the color of the car. So that's pretty much the update on the Cobra. I was planning on getting new wheels, but that may be put on hold because of this stuff, which I'll get to in a little bit. As far as the lack of video uploads, it's twofold, but one reason more than the other. The past years I've said that I usually stack videos for the wintertime because I can't do content here in Maine in the wintertime. The car sits for several months before it comes out again, so it's hard to do videos, so I usually stack videos during the summer. I was not able to do that this year, and for that reason, for why I wasn't able to do it and the reason why I haven't been uploading, all kind of ties together. I mentioned in a few videos earlier this summer that I had a lot of family stuff going on, a lot of personal family stuff going on. I usually don't dig too deep into my personal life, especially on social media, but I feel as though it's something that I did want to bring up just to shed light on everything that went on and where I'm coming from my point of view. When I was mentioning all this stuff with my family, it did affect my whole family. What happened was my father got really sick. He developed stage 4 pancreatic cancer and he passed away in September 12th. So that's what pretty much encompassed my summer. I was spending a lot of time. There was some lack of uploads throughout the summer. Usually I've been on a pretty steady weekly basis for quite a long time. I spent a lot of time away from home up where he was. He was in hospice care. We found out in probably like early June, mid-June, that he had cancer. Later discovered it was pancreatic cancer. Later discovered that it was stage 4, and he went into hospice care shortly after that, towards probably the end of August. And he passed away on September 12th. So a lot of my time was spent going up there and spending the time that I had left with him. It was just a really hard time. I didn't feel like doing content. I didn't want to do content for a while, even though there was still videos that came out after that point. Fast forward to like probably around December, things started to come back together for me, like emotionally, and not getting over my dad passing away, but coming more to grips with it. And the start of December, things seemed pretty good. I put the Cobra away for the winter. I still intended on recording videos at that point. And then things got closer to Christmas, and it just got really, really hard. I lost the drive to really want to record much of anything, so I just didn't. And I'm kind of at the point now where I want to start getting back into it. It's just been, it puts everything in a different frame of mind going through everything that happened. It was tough, you know. I was with him when he passed away. It was really tough seeing that happen. And it's taken me like a really long time to move past that. Not past it as far as not thinking about it. I always think about it. It's always in my mind, but it's just taken a long time to get back to the frame of mind of back into the usual routine of life and recording videos and stuff like that. To get back into some other stuff, to get off that because it's really hard to talk about it. As far as like some channel update stuff, I've done some gun videos in the past, some shooting videos at the range. Mostly it was with my dad, a lot of it. That was with my Tikka T3X TAC-A1. Really, really good rifle, but what I usually did with that gun, I shoot competition 440-yard matches. Not a long distance at all compared to a lot of these ranges. It's the longest range I have access to. But the gun club that I go to, it is 440 yards, which is better than a lot of ranges in the area. My dad was actually the vice president of the club, so I've been really close with like a lot of the members there, and know like a lot of them over the past 2 years. So I'm going up there and doing the shoots with the Tikka. I decided that I wanted to do a custom barrel for the gun, and it's kind of like modding a car. You mod one thing, then you want to mod something else and mod something else. And I got thinking about it. It's like, instead of modding a factory rifle, why don't I just build a completely custom gun from the ground up? So that's what these parts are. This is a custom barrel that I bought, and this is a custom bolt action that I bought. I'm not going to go into depth with these things right now because I'm going to save that for a future video. I'm just putting it out there now so that if anyone's interested in more than just car stuff, gun stuff, especially bolt action rifle shooting, I'll have a lot coming up with, you know, this gun and building it and getting it all together, and first test fires with it, the results from competition shoots that I do with it throughout the summer. So that's gonna be more content that I'm gonna start throwing in, more gun related stuff on the channel. I realize there may be people that may not be into that stuff at all, and that's fine. If you don't like it, then that's, you know, totally your choice. I'm still gonna put out the content that I want to put out, whether it's guns and shooting and cars or knitting, it doesn't matter. If it's something that I find myself interested in, I'll put it on the channel. It's not, I don't want to lock this channel into just being just about that one car that I have. I want to expand on that, beyond that a little bit more, and I have done that. Some of the gun videos have done pretty well, and I would like to explore that part more and do more videos on stuff like that. As far as other things that are changing, it all hasn't been bad. I know the stuff with my dad was still really gets to me a lot, but there is some real more positive and good things coming that are changing. A lot of you may remember, if you watch those videos, I did a trip to the Philippines. It was just about a year ago now. I went there in early February last year. This is now towards the end of January. I went there, I spent 2 weeks there. To dive a little bit deeper into my personal life, I didn't go there just to go to the Philippines and, you know, go around to some different locations. I went there to meet someone that I've known for probably like the past, it's been like 7 years now that I've known her. We've talked off and on through social media, and I went there to meet her in person. I didn't meet her on a dating site. I didn't buy her through some service. It was just something that fell into my lap, and over the years we just got to know each other more. Decided to take that leap to literally travel halfway around the world and to meet her, and it went extremely well. And she is coming here in 8 days from filming this video. She's coming here right at the end of January, and she will probably be on the channel off and on. You guys may get to know her a little bit more, but it was an extremely eye-opening trip that I did, and it just really changed the perspective on a lot of things that I have in life. And probably like the thing that really bothers me the most is a lot of my family talks with Phoebe. They know her. My dad talked with her through Facebook a little bit and talked with her on video chat when I was up there visiting. And it's sad that they will not have the chance to meet, because my dad would have absolutely loved her. It would have been really good, but unfortunately that can't happen now. But there's much more of my family that is going to get to meet her, and she will be on the channel off and on. So there's that aspect that will change as well. I just didn't want to all of a sudden have a video one day where this strange person that you may not even have any inclination of why she's on the channel, that's a little bit more insight on that. Of course, there's a lot more to the story, but that's the bulk of it, just to convey what I wanted to get across. As far as another quick update for the Cobra, I did mention that I'm doing a brake upgrade and that I had bought the Cadillac Brembos. Well, here they are. That's as far as I've gotten so far. I still need to buy the S&S kit, so these fit properly on the Cobra. I still need to buy new rotors and pads. Actually, I have the pads. I still need to buy new rotors and a few other odds and ends to do the full upgrade on it. So that will be coming in the spring too. It's just been kind of slow going, getting everything all together, and I can't go out and work on the car now anyway. It's too damn cold out in the garage, so it's definitely an early springtime project. But the Cobra will be getting a pretty decent brake upgrade at that point. So that will cover everything for now. Probably the next updates that I'm going to do will probably be rifle related stuff for this build. I still have to buy the chassis and all that stuff, and maybe a few weeks before I get something out. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'll squeeze in, you know, a car video. So much of my time has been taken up with the process of getting her here. It's very time consuming and very expensive. Just to put a perspective on it, the 2.3 Whipple sitting on my Terminator costs less than what it does to get someone here to the US legally. It's much cheaper to walk across the Mexican border, but unfortunately, you know, I like to do things the right way. So that's it. I kind of just really wanted to get a video out there just because it had been a while and I wanted to update everyone on everything that had been going on. So hopefully it brings a little more clarity on, you know, the direction of the channel is going and what to expect going through 2025. And you know, I'll probably start throwing in like a mix of like other types of videos too, because honestly, as far as building the Cobra, really don't have a lot left to do on it. So I'm going to try to start incorporating more different types of videos onto the channel. If you find it interesting, that would be great, and if you don't, then you don't. I'm not here to please everyone. If you enjoy the content, you enjoy it, and all I can do is put out what I want to put out, and if you like watching it, then the channel will go where it goes from there. But I hope everyone enjoyed the update, and above all else, thanks for watching.